Good morning, and welcome to this episode of Anurag's voice notes that I'm converting into YouTube now because I'm very bored of just recording voice notes. So in this one, what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be telling you a horror story that will scare the shit out of you, and then while doing that, I will be trying to doodle. So actually, this is the first thing that I'll be doodling right now. I don't know if you're able to see that, but that is exactly what I'm trying to make. I'll be making multiple drawings though because I think the story is gonna be long, so I should have multiple uh, stories to say. Anyways, you know what? Starting with the story, this story is about the time maybe around like 2024 when I was, I guess, 20. Yeah, I was 20 years old in 2024. So I used to live in this 1 BHK apartment. Initially, I used to live there with my Masi, but then she moved out. I used to stay there alone. And dude, that apartment was like really scary. I think, personally felt some things. Why would I say I think I have? And I was never scared because I think I had just gotten very familiar with that after some point. But so the first time it ever happened was around 2 a.m. when I was sleeping. And then I woke up because I had to pee, of course, genuine problems. And after waking up, I went to the hall. If I explain you the layout, it was just a straight thing, like it is hall, then you have the bedroom, and then you have the kitchen. So I had to, the bathroom was in the hall, so I had to go to the hall, of course. And when I went to the hall, I heard it's 2 a.m. Just keep that in mind. Actually, I have told this story in the podcast earlier, but why not? Honestly, I think right now when I'm speaking, it doesn't seem that like it's scary, but at that moment it was. I almost peed myself, which I was supposed to do anyways. So yeah, it was just that I went out, I went to the hall, and I heard like a noise of someone. The sound of welding when someone is welding something. It's just that shit. But at 2 a.m. And where I used to live, it was sort of a there was like house of politicians around. So I mean, I didn't think it was very unusual of someone doing that. But then at 2 a.m., a bit unusual. Not very, but definitely a bit unusual. I hate that the screen time of this laptop just keeps going off, and I'm having a really hard time drawing this. I don't know why I chose this. But anyways, so I went out. I went to the hall first, but then I heard the noise, and then I went out to the front yard to check if there is something's happening. And there was absolutely nothing happening actually. So I couldn't see. I mean, at least I could not see. If there was any construction thing going on, at least I didn't see it. So, and I don't think there was any construction going on because I have had incidents just like that later as well in the same apartment. Like, I remember I was talking to my friend on call and it was on speaker, and because the hall was pretty big, so I would just, walk around the hall while speaking on call. And she was on the call with me and it was on speaker, as I said. And then I heard a knock on the door, and it was around 3 a.m. And it was a very clear knock, and I heard it once, and then I just froze. And I asked my friend if she also heard it, and she said no, she did not hear it. And then later, after maybe just 5 minutes, I heard the knock again, and this time she also heard it. So she was more scared than me. She thought I'm getting kidnapped, but unfortunately. But anyways, I have fucked up. God, I have fucked up. Actually, this was never gonna be perfect. So that I heard it. And she also heard the knock. It was very clear, but the door was like an iron door. So it's very impossible that the air could have knocked. Sounds crazy. Air could never. But yeah, but that wasn't that scary because I was on a call with someone. And this similar thing happened once again when I heard like there was a coconut tree just right in front of my apartment. 3 4 coconut trees actually. But coconuts don't just fall randomly in the middle of the night, or maybe they do. I have no idea about coconuts that much. But again, at 3 a.m. I heard a bunch of coconuts falling. I don't know if it was coconuts or not, but something was falling on the ground. And later in the morning when I checked, I went out, there was absolutely nothing. So I don't know who the fuck at 3 a.m. was collecting coconuts. I wish it was some human. May honestly could have been a human. Can't even say. It's not. It's I don't know. It doesn't sound that scary, but being in that position where at 3 a.m. you are hearing in your house where you stay alone is scary. I have fucked up this drawing so bad. I think after this I'm gonna stop drawing because this is probably the worst one I have done till now. Very sad, honestly. I was trying to draw a lamp, sorry, and now this is I guess created a new design which you can buy if you want. Maybe I'll ask someone to recreate this exact sort of lamp. See, I get distracted very easily. I'm so sorry for that. But anyways, the next thing that had happened with me was again at 3 a.m. It's very constant at 3 a.m. I heard someone walking floor above me, but again there was no one. It was not even constructed. I think at that point the construction was going on, but the main gate was locked, so there was no way someone could be there. Or maybe someone was walking around. Honestly, I have no fucking idea. But this is just something that I've experienced, and I never really got scared of that, honestly, because I think after a while I was just very familiar with it. That this shit happens. I just hear people walking around in that floor. If I would have had a picture of that building, which I don't think I do, even though I lived there for quite a while. You would see it was honestly, I loved that place because I have a lot of memories there, and it was a great place. Love it. Yeah, but as I was saying, it was a pretty haunted one. Like when my friends visited it, she said that it looks quite creepy. Maybe because I didn't keep it neat. Because I used to be at home again. I didn't really go anywhere, but I was just fucking lazy. I think this drawing is almost finished. But this is so bad that I don't even want to show this. But anyways, I have heard so many stories while growing up, especially about ghosts, because I used to be very interested, not gonna lie. And it is not just me, even my cousins around me, like we were very intrigued by ghost shit because we used to feel that maybe we are gonna see it someday and we are like ghostbusters and we're gonna catch them. I'm really glad that I never saw ghosts in my entire life, though it would be disastrous if that would have happened. There was this one dream, like it is not exactly something that has happened in real life, but there was this one dream that me and my sister had collectively, and that's exactly what makes it creepy. That me like, of course I was sleeping, I was dreaming, and then I woke up and my sister also woke up. It was maybe Monday, and then we were supposed to go to school, and we both were quite terrified, and I just wanted to tell this to her, of course, because we both went in the same school. So I went to Rashi and I told her that if you can hear the kids in the background too, like these kids have got no chill. Today I saw a kid throwing a ball, standing on the road, throwing a ball to another building. I hate kids. And they keep complaining if I play music. Fucking annoying. Anyways, so what was I talking about? Yeah, the dream. So me and my sister, we both have studied in a Christian school. I don't even know if it was Catholic or Christian. We used to call it convent, honestly. So we like saw this dream where a guy was basically hanging through that. What is it called? Like, what is this? This sign is called. I forgot. But through that, it was very creepy actually because we both had a similar dream. Wow. Now I realize I have seen some creepy shit in my dreams actually. And this is a 12-minute video. Honestly, I thought that I'll be drawing more, but I have no energy and I just want to finish this fucking video because the stories was very boring. But I'm gonna post it anyway actually because it doesn't matter. I just want to post something that makes me feel productive. So I think you should subscribe before I reveal my drawing. If you're watching it in full screen, of course you won't be able to. You can minimize the screen because the video is coming to an end anyways. So I don't want to show it. But yeah, this is what I drew, and this is what it was supposed to look like. But honestly, this is called creative liberty. It is just my own version of a lamp that if I ever get a chance to, I'll build this. So I guess that is it. Bye. You can subscribe this for more horror stories.